He's in Medellin, so all right. Now let me check in with Emptyhero. Let's see. Okay. All right, bet. Let's see if he's in there. Oh, he is. Okay, so he's in the waiting room. Okay, I can join the live. I think that might have been fixed. Can you hear me, sir?
Crap, I made it. I thought we were still using flipping Telegram like it was the 1920s.
Now we upgraded just today.
Oh, I have you muted. Just a sec.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boomer Empty strikes again. Just 1 second. Damn it.
No.
Okay, I fixed it.
All right, cool. You can hear me now? Yeah, we upgraded to Discord. My friend Mr. Pill owns this Discord, so he set it up right before the show.
Is this because you saw that Keem was getting nudes from retarded girls, so you're like, I gotta get in on that?
No, it wasn't. But I thought we should have a place to hang out. My friend suggested that, and I was like, yeah, why not? So it's easier to take calls with some people because a lot more people on Discord. Some people don't know how to use Telegram, and we used to have a Discord call in back in the day, so it's kind of a throwback to the old days of the Killstream as well. So yeah, that's why. Now, first off, when was the last time you on? I guess about a year, maybe. It's been a minute. But
it was the night Coach Red Pill died.
Oh, that's right. Holy shit.
The time before that, Norm Macdonald died, so I figured Jim really better be at home taking his meds. Somebody's next. Who knows? Guys, place your bets. Who's in the Deadpool tonight?
Man, I actually didn't realize that. You're right about those times.
Ralph, how fucking dare you? How dare you have a 300-pound fucking slob who fucks her dad on the show and then send her off before I get in to make fun of her? That's so rude. My God.
I know. I could have had you come in right then, but probably should have. Yeah. She thinks she's hot shit too. That's the hilarious thing. And
well, her dad can't keep his hands off her.
Well, that's true.
At the family reunion, she's a snack. Everywhere else, she's a fat fucking pig. So Keem should get her blacklisted from the buffet.
Now, she probably would take that one to court for sure. I would.
All right, look, I'm going to send you 5 gold coins. Hold on to it. If she beats me in court, she can have them.
Then what was that? I was thinking like a modest wager, actually. But, if you want to up the wager, that's fine. But go buy a gold coin, have Jesse Lee Peterson hold the coins? Like, what kind of fucked up proposition is this in the first place? But it's not going to court, obviously. It's not suing.
Look, imagine how fucked your brain would be if your dad said to you, "You look just like your mom," while your legs are in the air. Okay, it's like she's not operating from a normal standpoint. I feel bad for the girl. By the way, why do you only have retarded women on your show? What is this?
No, wait, that's not.
Fuck, man. Why are you cruising for tards? Every time I tune in, you got a girl with fetal alcohol syndrome, one who looks like she's got adult alcohol syndrome. The fuck?
No, adult alcohol syndrome. No, that's not the case. We've had Colonel Kurtz on recently. I'm trying to think of other female guests with no cognitive disabilities.
It's gonna take a while.
It's been a minute since Colonel Kurtz was on. We had Zernu on recently. She doesn't have any of that, but
oh, she cute. Can I have her number? You got any feet pics?
Well, she's married, so
Them feet ain't married. Let's see them.
No, I don't have any pics of her. She was the ring announcer at Ralphomania, though, so I guess that's out there somewhere.
Oh, was that the one in Blackwood, New Jersey? That thing you did?
Yeah. Well,
or not Blackwood, Woodbury.
Yeah, Woodbury. Yeah.
I was so mad I could have gone there. I was at work. I was like 20 minutes away at work. I could have gone there.
It was quite the event, I have to say. So It would have been something if you could have made it, but it turned out well, actually, I thought. But once in a lifetime, I don't know if we'll get a chance to do a Ralphomania 2 or not. Maybe if I go to Medellin, I'll call that Ralphomania 2, but in a different style. What do you think?
Bring it back to Woodbury. Okay, you and me will wrestle. We'll put 5 gold coins on the line. Winner gets Grace Thwomp.
Now, should I go to Medellin? What do you think about that?
Oh, the Colombian thing, right?
Yeah.
So I got to tell you, I've been in contact with this guy before. Remind me, what's his name? This guy's name? Who wants to fly out?
Hunter Moore.
All right, so Hunter Moore, he contacted me like 2 years ago, right? And he's like, Empty, I want you to come down. You've got these beautiful Colombian girls. You're going to fuck them. We're going to film it. It's going to be great.
Did this
okay,
really
I
happen?
get on the plane.
Did this?
Yeah, this happened.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
So I go down to Colombia, and I go into the hotel, and there's these beautiful, just delicious women. I felt like an idiot my whole life, chasing after these fat white pigs. No, Colombian women. And then the next thing I know, they're sucking my dick, they're pulling my pants down, and the hunter hands me a banjo. I'm like, why are you handing me a banjo? He starts painting me black. He covers my whole head to toe black. He paints my lips white. Next thing I know, I'm on the front page of blackfaceblacks.com. Don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a trick?
I was singing How I Love You, Mammy.
Well, I know him because he used to. What's the site? Is Anyone Up? I think was the name of the site. Are you familiar? Yeah, Is Anyone Up? The name of the site.
I looked into it for the sake of your audience who probably doesn't know. He made some unrelated website, and then he decided to start putting women's revenge porn on it, and he got in a little trouble for that. They didn't like that too much.
But he didn't get in trouble for that because there were no laws against revenge porn at the time. They tried to say he hacked into some emails or something to get some of the material. I don't trust the feds. I'll take that.
Yeah, he ruined it for the rest of us. Thanks, buddy.
He literally said, "I'm sorry that I created the charge that you got popped for." Basically, he said that, and I said, "Please repeat that." Let me see if I can find the exact quote. That shit made me laugh. But yeah, sorry, I created the crime they got you with. Is what he said to me, which he basically did. Is the fucking crazy part, because when he was hosting this website and posting it, people were submitting these posts, right? So it wasn't actually him posting them, and there were no revenge porn laws at the time, so it was totally legal. And he was making a lot of money, like millions of hits per day. It was crazy. Everybody knew about this site, and now it might have been a little harder to monetize. I don't know, but he seemed to be doing pretty well. But so he didn't actually, it was other people posting it. There were no laws against it, but the uproar that caused.
He was a free speech advocate.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Yes.
Didn't do nothing.
There's interviews with him with on Dr. Phil and something else. I think Anderson Cooper, when Anderson Cooper had that daytime talk show. And he's just like, oh, so you know that it's what you're doing is wrong. And he's just like, yeah, I don't care. He's like, yeah.
I mean, look,
I don't care.
Fighting the British, killing people's wrong, but it had to be done for the goodness of mankind. Sorry.
Well, it did basically create the movement to make, just even some states just recently, like within the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, have criminalized that. And I think there's still 1 or 2 where it's legal, actually. Not that I'm planning anything. I want to be clear. Let's see, which states. I know that there's at least 1 or 2.
You're scrolling past tabs of age of consent laws by state. I'm on to you, fucker.
Somebody got on to me the other day because I wasn't looking it up for my own purposes, but somebody was saying that DSP did this or that, and I'm just like, okay. Which I think they were lying anyway, but yeah, I did. Let's see.
Wait, DSP, what, did he go to Thailand? Was he cruising for kids?
No. 49 states, all except South Carolina, where I lived for 8 years, by the way. in South Carolina. So that's as of June
Congratulations.
2024. I lived there for 8 years. So if that had happened while I was still in South Carolina, nothing legal would have came my way. So every state except the great state of South Carolina, where I got my degree in political science, actually, USC upstate there.
Ooh, well, la-di-da.
Yeah,
I've got an associate's in English.
well,
We're both using our degrees about the same amount right now.
Right, yeah. Well, I do talk politics every once in a while, so I guess it kind of comes into play, but yeah, it really didn't.
Hey, so I've figured out the angle, though. This is going to be a revenge porn thing, but not on you. He's going to have you fuck some politician's wife and then blackmail him so he never releases the video of you plapping her.
I don't know. I'm a little. I don't know. It's Medellin. You know what Medellin is famous for? It's funny because he had a video of one of the girls on there, and they were talking about, if you wanted to date a Colombian woman, and she's like, well, a lot of foreigners come here, gringos or whatever, and they all want to talk about Pablo Escobar or, go to some of his famous sites there in the city. And she goes, that was 20.
Yeah, guys who watch Scarface and beat off. I got you.
Yeah. And she goes, that was 20 years ago. Actually, it was longer than 20 years ago. It was like, let's see, 25 plus 10. It's like 35 years ago almost, I think. When they kill him, 92 or something? I don't know. It's been longer than that. But I guess she was suggesting not to show up with I actually thought about like flying in with a Pablo Escobar like shirt, which you could easily
Oh,
find.
you fucking nerd. That's like going to see the band with the shirt of the band you're going to go see. How would you do that?
Getting off the plane, that famous picture of him with the mugshot, which if you've seen Narcos, did come back to bite him in the ass later on, but which that part is actually true in Narcos. But I thought about it, but then I was like, maybe they might not like that. That might be
No, they'll hate it. Dude, they're gonna fucking hollow you out and send you back full of cocaine. Okay?
I'm thinking maybe they might not like that if I was to show it with the Pablito shirt on, but it was a consideration. But yeah, I don't think so. They have to have they have to sell like Pablo merchandise there though, right? Because like the girl said, they all go there to like
tourists. But you don't want to look like a tourist when you're down there.
Yeah,
you're there to fuck a Colombian woman, get a Brazilian butt lift where they fill it full of cocaine, and when you get back, they deflate it. All right, this is a transaction, Ralph. Make no mistake. I totally do it because it's funny. I 1,000,000% want you to do it because it's the funniest shit of all time. But there's going to be a catch. Okay.
Well, that's why we haven't talked yet, and I'm like, he set a stay at his place. He lives in a very nice penthouse, and or he's like, I could get you someplace nearby. It's really cheap there, and it is, right? The dollar transfer rate. But I was like, well, I'll probably just stay there. That's fine. But I was like, he's like for free, right? I'm like, is there some kind of catch here? He's like, well, just take care of my people, while you're here, you pay for your way or whatever, which sounds fine, but it does seem almost too good to be true. Emptyhero, I have to say.
Yeah, it is too good to be true, but totally do it. It's not me, right? It's you. So it'll be unfortunate for you, but for everybody else in the universe, it'll be so funny. You know the bike cuck comic where it's like, somebody stole my bike, but he's happier than I was, so the universe happiness went up. That's what you have to do. You got to be the cocaine mule cuck, okay?
Now,
there's nothing wrong with that, Ralph.
Let me ask you also, I'm looking at my cat. She was meowing. She's all right. She's over there. But maybe she's saying, don't go. But will I die if I go down there?
No. I think they're gonna have you bring something back. Okay.
No, look, I'm not bringing anything
it
back.
It might be drugs. It might be a thumb drive full of Barack Obama fucking children. I don't know. We don't know. We're gonna find out though. You're gonna be ground zero of the next Epstein Island bullshit. In fact, this guy probably is the new Epstein. Okay. You're gonna come back. You're gonna love Israel all of a sudden because of all the dirt they got on you. It's you and DSP going to the wall.
All of a sudden, I'm going to be a huge fan. I told people if that ever happened, that to discount it, they must have something on me. Something bad happened, and I had to change. Just don't believe what I'm saying if that happens. If all of a sudden I'm pro Zionist, that something terrible has happened in my life.
They got your fucking kids at gunpoint.
Yeah, right. Like something's wrong, because that's one thing I've never changed positions on. That and the legalization of all drugs. Yeah, if that did happen, then there's something terrible going on. Now, by the way, let me let you talk for a second, because my cat is doing something over here that I'm gonna have to stop her from doing. Can you talk freestyle for a sec? Is that okay? Without,
of course, yeah. I'll ride the boat, dude, or
right.
whatever.
Okay,
go pull the worm out of your cat's ass. It's
okay.
fine.
Oh my god. All right, go ahead.
Guys, I'll let you know why I called in today. Okay, I had a vision in my sleep last week, which is distinguished from a dream, which is a mere sorting and cataloging of the day's events by the subconscious. This was a vision fresh and clear as a mountain stream, the mind revealing itself to itself. And in my vision, I was on the veranda of a vast estate, a palazzo of some fantastic proportion. There seemed to emanate from it a light from within, this gleaming, radiant marble. I had known this place. In fact, I had been born and raised there. This was my first return, a reunion with the deepest wellspring of my being. Wandering about, I was happy that the house had been immaculately maintained. There'd been an added number of additional rooms, but in a way that blended so seamlessly with the original construction, one would never detect any difference. Returning to the house's grand foyer, there came a knock at the door, and Ethan was standing there. He was happy and carefree, clearly living a life of deep harmony and joy. We embraced a warm, loving embrace, nothing withheld. We were in this moment one. My vision ended, and I awoke with a tremendous feeling of optimism and confidence in Ethan and in his future. That was my vision. It was of Ethan, and I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share it with all of you. I wish nothing but the very best always, and hope that when he gets hollowed out and filled with cocaine and mailed back to America, and they dig up his corpse and they sell the black tar heroin that they've stored inside of him, I hope it's for the benefit of all. I can hear you've pulled the tapeworm out of your cat's ass. Welcome back.
How
Ethan, how you doing?
What a sweet tale you told there, I have to say. I don't think, first off, these alleged organizations, I'm not even sure they exist. But
as a kid, my dad would always tell me, look, as an Italian, people are going to ask you about the mafia. The mafia does not exist, okay? Just sometimes 400 pallets of bricks fall off the back of a truck. We built your grandma's house with it. Don't you fucking talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. They say things in the media. I'm not sure what's what, but
legit, my grandma's house is 100%. Every brick, every board, every bit of wiring fell off the back of a truck. That shit cost. It's a $700,000 house now. They built it for free.
Based mafioso. They really don't unless you really get involved in fucking around in their affairs. Allegedly, these people's affairs. They don't really usually kill Americans and stuff like that, right? It's kind of a
when it comes to the Aboriginal people, you'll find that they tend to shy away from whitey. But oh my god, if one of their own pisses them off, they put them in a coffin, starve them for 3 months, and then chop off their fingers and feed it to them. I've seen that video.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, if you go down there, maybe be nice, be polite.
I try to be here as well. Even though I'm in the safest part of Mexico, it's still Mexico, and I went out late.
Well, I gotta know, Ralph. Are there black fellas where you live?
I haven't seen a black person in.
You know what that means, right?
At least
that means you're the
3 months.
You are the black person of your neighborhood. You're the closest thing to a black guy for all the Mexican neighbors. They're like this fucking white piece of shit with his fucking country music at noon, not at 4 a.m. like we like it, motherfucker.
You see them every once in a while if you go to Starbucks, and then you'll see them at the airport, and then every once in a while you might see one. But let's see, I saw my son in early March. I definitely haven't seen one since March. So,
oh my god, dude, I'm gonna move in with you. That sounds terrific.
Yeah, you do not see.
Holy shit!
Sometimes they'll be at Starbucks. There are some here. And there's actually this black guy. He has a channel called Mexit Planner or some shit, Mexit Plans, and he lives in Merida. And he puts out videos about stuff around here, and if you want to move to Mexico and stuff like that, how to do it. But he's the black guy I see the most. He's on YouTube, right? You almost never see black people in Merida. I was gonna do the mall thing the other day. Ended up not doing it, mostly just to show you how different. Like, malls are still a big thing here in Mexico, and there's a ton of people there, and they're all having fun, and Now
wait just a damn second. You go to a Mexican mall. Does that mean there's like white people trying to sell you shitty topaz and turquoise jewelry?
Well, they do have those kind of like little stands and stuff. Not white people, but they'll have like the with the air infusing.
When I go to like a mall here in the States, I cannot go 5 feet without a Mexican woman trying to sell me shit that makes your fingernails shiny or fake jewelry. It's disgusting.
Yeah, they have those little stands, and they sell what was the like it's not air purifier. It's that thing that puts out like I don't know.
The ionic bullshit?
Yeah. Actually, I used to know somebody who had one of those while we were in Mexico and would put one of those carts in and it'll spray. I mean, it does, it's kind of cool, but they have those booths and, of course, the regular stuff, sunglasses and cell phones. I wouldn't buy a pair of sunglasses from there, though. I would have to go into Sunglasses Hut, or I think it's just Sunglass Hut, right? But because they have a Sunglass Hut there, why would
do they have Mexican Hot Topic, like Tapico Frijole?
They have what is it? Igui or Igwe, I think is how you say that. It's not.
Yeah, you are Gui.
Yeah,
I knew it. He admits it.
It's not really Hot Topic, but they sell, kind of like flashy shirts and jackets and stuff like that. I have this, I guess you'd call it sequined shirt with a skull all over.
You are great.
It's not fully sequined, just the skull part.
And you guys
has a sequin on it, and then I have another couple of shirts that I bought from there. Sans sequins, by the way. The other ones do not have sequins, but yeah, I bought that.
We'll get you a bedazzler. We'll take care of that. You got to get all your clothes.
I need
bedazzled.
A feather boa as well to go along with it. That would really put it over the top.
Well, look, I asked because if they have Mexican Hot Topic, that means they have Mexican goth girls. I know they're like 20 years behind on trends. I want some big titty Mexican fucking goth girl that I can smack around, and she can't complain in English.
Well, I'm trying to see. I just looked this up, by the way. I can't. First off, most chicks in Mexico, or a lot of them anyway, have tattoos. And I know that's it's a thing in America too, but in Mexico, tattoos are like a huge thing. Like almost every chick has tats, quite frankly, of some sort. Now they may be all tatted up, or they may just have a couple tattoos, but they almost all have tattoos. I see this guy say there were plenty of goths in Tijuana. Some people say there are goths. So I don't know. I can't remember. I can't think of one that I've seen. They do the what is it? Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, Dia de los Muertos.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, and they have a what do they call that face painting? They have a name for it. But my ex-girlfriend, I guess that would be as close as I've seen her in goth gear. There's a certain name for the painting that they do, but I can't find the name. But she had the whole skull on her face, and she was like had all this black gear on. So I guess that would count as a goth look, but she doesn't rock that look all the time. It was just for the.
That's got to be weird though. Like you're getting head from like a skeleton. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, she was super hot, so I would have still accepted it. But this was before we met. I didn't. She just showed me a picture from the year before where she had done it.
Well, I just imagine you're getting your dick sucked by the skeleton woman, and you're just looking up, and she's like, "Why don't you look at me?" And you kind of go, oh, "Fuck skeleton."
I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that would be as close. I started to get that face paint thing done, but I couldn't find. You know, my show starts like at 2 usually, and I was like, where to go to do it? And I have a couple friends here. One's female friend, and she's like, just go to a beauty salon. They all do it on Day of the Dead. Now I could have went down to the main district and they do it like, you know, live. They'll have booths set up, but I wanted to have it on for the show. And I was like, so I have to get up and go to a beauty salon, and my Spanish is less than adequate, we'll say. And what? Tell these Mexican
hey, necesito mi skull.
Yeah. I can just imagine the looks I would get. They would do it though, I'm sure. But I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it this year. But
do you think if I went down there and I just had like shorts on, they could like put me in full blackface from head to toe, like we were talking about earlier? Would they do that?
They would do anything probably if you had the money for it. Yeah.
Not on Day of the Dead. I'll go there Christmas Eve. See if they'll do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah. But that might cost a lot though. That's a lot of paint. But
well, maybe a lot to you, fella. You forget you're talking to a high roller here, okay?
Oh yeah, no, I just got through a Grace Thorpe telling me that my money was tight. I was like, okay, yeah, you really look like you're rolling.
The bitch lives in a van down by the river. What the fuck she talking about?
I'm like, okay. And then she was telling me the money she claimed she was making from Thorpe TV, which I just let her go on with. There's no chance in hell she's pulling down that kind of money. Without
she's eating all the profits, clearly.
Right. She does
whatever
eat
she's
well.
making is
okay,
gone.
You know what? That's one, point in her favor. Maybe. I don't know. She's eating pretty good. So, but they're traveling from hotel to hotel like nomads all across the country, stalking random people. I noticed they don't come down to Mexico and try that. But regardless, they're traveling all across the country. They don't seem to be she claimed what, $5,000, I think, or something from one channel, and $2,000 or $3,000 from another, and a couple.
Oh boy, $8,000. Well,
yeah, but I mean,
geez, just start your own country. That money, that's fucking chump change.
Well, that's like average living, really, these days. But like, she was claiming, 10 to 15K or something like that a month. Now it went over like more than a month period, but I'm sitting here thinking, there's no way she's pulling down that kind of money, because that's pretty good money on YouTube and Kick to be pulling down. And there's no.
You got to put on a brave face. Like, she's living in a van with her dad. He takes his shit in the compost bucket. She can smell it while he's fucking her, and she's got to put on her best. That fucking shirt was wrinklier than my nutsack, man. Like, she couldn't even button it because it got ripped open from getting fucked by her dad. She's just trying to put on a good face. I don't even blame that fat pig. Oink oink. Sorry.
Well, yeah, and she's trying to show her cleavage. I guess her titties might be a little bit bigger now because of fat. She's fat, but they're not.
She's shaped like a refrigerator. She's shaped like the thing she spends all of her time in front of.
I didn't know it had gotten that bad. Honestly, I was kind of in shock. And that picture from the side with the Michelin Man profile, like
she looks like she's in a larval form. She's about to spin a cocoon and turn into something else.
That's right. Yeah,
it's like the Bug's Life fucking caterpillar.
I don't know. And I saw some chick, and they're like, it's going to be hard to get rid of those back rolls. That's going to be a tough. Like, those are the ones. You can work off a gut or whatever, especially her age.
Oh, those are daddy's handlebars. He holds right onto those things.
Like, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to do some like really targeted exercise to get rid of those, or some surgery like that. She is young though. I mean, I guess it's possible, but she really fell off. I showed a picture of her when she was on the show in 2023 compared to now, and it's just like, night. Now, I don't know. Maybe she was just completely starving herself then. She's like 5'10" or something, 5'9", 5'10". So
Yo, she's like a foot taller than you, dude.
she is not a foot taller than me. I know that's the meme that I'm 5'1", but there's a million pictures of me standing next to normally heighted people.
Normally, I did.
Yes, normally heighted people. I'm 5'8", but regardless, it is funny. I told this story a million times. I don't know if you heard it, but I lied on my license and said I was 5'11", and then they gave me the ticket and the transfer paper. It didn't transfer the final one down to the court copy, so it's entered in the record on that ticket. Although I've had so many other run-ins with the law, you can look those up, and it's got
Bro, I didn't need you to pull out the fucking lore. I'm just fucking with you, man.
No,
I don't think you're fine.
I know, but it's like I fucked myself over, so it kind of makes me angry at myself. It's like, well, I shouldn't have just put my real height on there instead of trying to boost it up to 5'11". But yeah, she's a tall bitch anyway, so maybe she was starving herself here. I don't know, but something's happened. Is it trauma? Maybe trauma eating, binge eating because of the whole.
It's incest sperm is very fattening.
That's
little did you know.
Somebody else said that earlier.
Yeah, that was me.
What have you been? I was
like, shit, I should have saved that.
What have you been doing, by the way? Somebody said do your black voice earlier as well. I saw that.
Well, they want me to do the Smitch McKing voice from the YouTube channel. That's like an Eddie Murphy voice. I don't like doing it on live streams because it's kind of insulting to the person I'm talking to. Like, I'm insulting your intelligence.
Yeah, that's understandable.
What I've been up to. So, you and I, we were both in the Gamergate bullshit, the blood sports bullshit.
Yeah.
And I saw what happens to people who go all in on that shit. So I got a real job, and I have a really good job. Like, it'd be kind of rude for me to brag about it, but I have a very good job. The reason I don't go on camera is because if I did go on camera, I would lose my very good job. That would all go away immediately. I work for the gayest company on the planet. When I walk through the door, the first thing I see is a 60-foot diagonal gay pride flag. So, in no way, shape, or form does anybody there have any idea who Smegma King is or who Emptyhero is. As far as they know, I'm just fucking Patrick Bateman. I come in, I have a weird energy about me. They don't know how to read me. They pay me well, and I go home.
So you prefer the normie life?
No. So I told you a little bit about it. I guess I can give you a little more details. I hate the company I work for. They are the gayest company on the planet. They disgust me. I hate that I make them money. Like, year over year, I make them more money than anybody else in the company. That's why I'm moving up very quickly. But they've replaced a third of my staff with Haitian migrants because they'll work for 30% less.
Are they actually eating the cats, though? That's the question, though?
Well, we did have a cat in the building for a while, and he went missing, so I don't know, maybe he became somebody's stir-fry. But what I'm getting at is they're now using twice as many Haitians to do the job that normally a regular Black American would do, right? And I started getting these sexual harassment complaints from my female employees telling me these Haitian guys keep brushing up against them, grabbing their ass, grabbing their phone and going, you put my number here. Shit like that. So I go to HR, and HR refuses to follow up on it. They're going, oh, that's racist. If we follow up on this, these guys get deported. Empty, you're a bigot. So that's not acceptable. I told them, you've got till the end of the week to look at the camera footage I'm having security pull, or I'm going over your heads. Well, they didn't look into it. They refused. I go to the corporate HR team, which is not beholden to any other branch of my company. They look into it. They pull the camera footage. They pull the footage of me going to HR, and the HR team denied ever talking to me. They denied ever talking to the women. So a shitload of people got fired. There's a whole kerfluffle going on, and while they sort it out, your boy Empty is getting 3 months paid time off. So I'm good to go. That's why usually this time of day I'm still sleeping because I work overnights. It's a pretty bad schedule. So I'm loving this. I wish they would have did this a year ago. I'm enjoying this. I'm finishing a couple of writing projects. I got time to shit post on the internet again. It's delightful.
It sounds delightful, I have to say. You're making me a little jealous there, because I'm one of those guys who went all in. And now I'm in Mexico. And I do love Mexico, by the way. I actually do. This is a great spot. Merida's awesome. But yeah, I didn't think if you would ask me at the start of all this, where would you be? Down in Mexico, estranged from your wife, and dealing with all that, and still doing the Killstream live from a foreign country. I'm a resident, by the way, at least.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Never in a million years would I've dreamed that this is where I would be, but it's pretty good. It's really good when the dollar's strong, and the dollar's been shifting massively back and forth. Between like about 20 and 21, really, pesos to the dollar. But for some reason, the last day it's been basically stuck at 19.94 pesos to the dollar, which is still great, but I don't know what's happened. I'm gonna have to look this up after the show. Like the market, the forex market on these two currency pairs, or this one currency pair, has been crazy the last month. But for like the last 2 days, it's been the most stable I've seen it. Like I've seen it jump, just like if you look at the charts, crazy. But something's happened to stable it out, and I haven't been studying it, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of catch up. Would you ever live in Mexico?
So let me ask you, if I was to right now hop on a plane, let's say $200,000 American liquid, could I just buy a small village in Mexico? I mean, I'm like a foot taller than them, so I should be in charge. Can I just buy like a village and own the people there? Can I have like them be my human pigs and walk around on all fours?
I don't know if you would officially own them, but with that kind of money, you could do anything. And houses do a lot of times they are bought just like in pure cash in Mexico. So if you were spending even $100,000, but on a house in Mexico, here in Merida, even, this is not the cheapest place to live in Mexico. There are cheaper places. You could buy like a fucking sick ass house for $100,000, even for $50,000 to $75,000, and just buy it outright. And if you do that, you get automatic permanent residency. By the way,
but I don't want a beautiful villa. I want to buy a village and then be the judge from Blood Meridian, and just go around like talking like crazy shit, like war is like the stones. It's always been here, and then I fucking scalp a beautiful Mexican woman. And then finish my sarsaparilla.
Blood Meridian mentioned, I did not expect here today on the Killstream. Now, do you know about Cormac McCarthy's the recent, somewhat recent reveal about Cormac? Did you see that?
No. What, was he gay?
No, he wasn't gay, but he took, I think she was 17 and he was 42.
Who gives a shit? She was only 17 years and 355 days. 40 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
Well, he forged. Well, a lot of the characters in his books are like based on her, like some of the male characters even. And she was like his muse, basically. And he got her birth certificate and forged it to get her across the border. And they went into Mexico. Did some things.
So there's a female Judge Holden that he was fucking.
Yeah, literally. Yes.
Horrible.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Yeah, like it's wild.
Well, at least she was hairless.
Yeah, and then they had a lifelong. They never married, but they had a lifelong kind of romance back and forth, and a lot of stuff in his books are like based on things in her life and characters and things like that. Of course, he's considered one of the great American authors. Some people consider Blood Meridian the great American novel. As a matter of fact,
well, I'd say Europe Hillary's Invasion's a little better, but might be a little bit.
I might have to take Gatsby, honestly, but I don't know. Fear and Loathing, which is heavily based off Gatsby. Well, it's not based off Gatsby, but it's written in a very similar style as The Great Gatsby, with a totally different subject matter, but still. I don't know. There's a lot of candidates for that, but after the
Confederacy of Dunces,
yes,
Shadow over Innsmouth. I mean, there's the American literary history is full of just beautiful stuff. And up until the last 20 years, when all the guys who control who gets published gave their daughters their jobs, and now they only hire morbidly obese black women named Nana Shibukwu.
Yeah, I would say it's at its lowest point in a while. The whole Infinite Jest, perhaps some people like that. I won't lie and say I read Infinite Jest, but
I wasn't kidding, by the way. I when I got out of high school, I tried to get a book published, something that I still have. I've never published it. And the one offer I got was from a woman at Penguin. She was like, "You're an unheard author. No one's ever heard of you. I want you to ghostwrite this novel. We're going to give it to fucking Zuzu Jabakwa, this morbidly obese black woman, and she'll be the author of it. All we got to do is change all the male characters to female, make everybody black and gay, and I migged out. I went my own way. I was like, no, no, thank you.
So basically, just
I will
take
not be making this gay
artistic project that I put a lot of my heart and soul into, totally basically trash it, give it to some black lady, and let her slap her name on it. I'm sure they would have cut you a check, but still.
Well, the thing is, I followed this fat slob's career. She wrote a thing of non-rhyming poetry, something about how she got molested by her dad. I don't know, she was the Black Grace Thorpe, whatever, and she made no money. It would have destroyed, it would have been a waste of time. I would have gotten 10% of nothing.
And then I saw, what was it? You said that SNL was finally catching up to some of your jokes. What did you want to explain that? I happened to see that.
Oh, they had a bit about two gay guys who just kind of kidnap a baby and then a random person like trying to figure out how they got it. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty close to something I wrote 20 years ago. Way to go, guys. You're finally catching up to shit posts from 2012. Way to go.
Oh, and Carl Jobst, I saw you tweeted about that. What is your take on him suing the King of Kong and losing?
So I know you're familiar with it. I'll give your audience a quick preamble. Carl Jobst, he does speedrunning cheater videos.
Yes.
Hey, this guy, he spliced Super Mario 64 to get the record, shit like that. And Billy Mitchell is a guy who was famous for Donkey Kong and Pac-Man scores. They retroactively looked at some old video of him getting his records. They found out he was using a slightly altered cabinet. The joysticks were a different color, which means they might not be the same sensitivity, and it was an emulated board, not a physical board. So Carl makes his videos pointing out that this guy's a cheater. He gets threatened with lawsuit after lawsuit. None of them stick. And eventually, somebody doing a similar thing by the name of Apollo Legend, he does get sued by Billy. He does settle out of court, and then he kills himself a week later. And anybody watching that's going to make the logical conclusion, oh, it's related. Well, Apollo in his suicide note did say Billy has nothing to do with this, which, of course, if somebody's threatening your next of kin with a big lawsuit, maybe you put that in so they don't have to pay your court fees either. I don't know. This is just conjecture. But that little fella, not Apollo, Carl Jobst, he puts out a video where he says, oh, by the way, Billy, he killed Apollo. He went to his house and he stomped on his head like a Goomba. And yeah, you can't do that. You can say things like, I believe there might be a link. I think that it might have contributed. But when you come right out and say it, you're a fucking idiot. He got sued. He raised money for the lawsuit, bought a house with it, sold the house a couple of months later. His fucking Chinese wife screaming at him, Chinese, she's playing the fucking violin. He loses the court case. The judge is dunking on him. Just fucking jizzing on his face. Ugh. Oh, you wanted to take down the dragon? Ugh. No, you're a pussy. Ugh. And he put out a video this week. It was a fucking joke. It's a Minecraft video. And he's just mumbling over it like, yeah, I'm in a bad state, so I don't want to be on film. I'm going to ruin my appeal case by giving you the details now so that Billy's lawyer has time to counteract every single thing I'm bringing up. And when the judge looks at it, he sees Minecraft. What a fucking idiot. I don't take pleasure in his downfall, but he's just too stupid to live. Okay? It's his own fault.
Now, you know, I see something right here. I'm sure he's not watching the show anyway.
Carl Jobst?
It doesn't seem like his jam, honestly. But I was given something. I wonder if it'll patch
You got an
it through.
exclusive?
I wonder if it'll patch it through. Let me see. Because some of the audio does go through, some doesn't. Let me see if I can call. I'm looking for a random number I could call that would. Let me just tell me if you can hear this. Let me see. McDonald's, Memphis. I'll just type that in.
Are we prank calling McDonald's?
Yeah,
Live on
well,
air?
just tell me if you can hear this, because if not, it's not going to be worth it to do what I was going to do next. Tell me if you can hear this.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. Now,
No, but call them. Let's ask if they have Battletoads.
okay, so now I'm going to let you take the lead on this. All right. Now,
All right, cool. I'm down.
you may be able to suspect who we're calling, right? Now let's see. I got to get the number right. Let's see. So he made a little mistake that was noticed by.
If you're calling my ex-wife, I'm not paying a dime. I don't care what that judge says.
Don't get me started on that topic, even though I'm freely able to speak about it now. Okay, now not X at this point. Anyway, regardless, let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I get it right.
Are we calling Billy Mitchell?
No,
Please say yes.
definitely not.
Damn it!
We're calling Carl, actually.
Holy shit! Oh, this is great.
Now, unless he's already figured it out, and I don't know that he has. Let me look. Let me scroll down and see. But I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because I just think it's more of your jam. So let's hope this works and he answers. But he made an error in that video that you mentioned, and well, let's just see how it works. And this should be Carl Jobs. Okay. This is what I was told. So I'm going to ring it. And you ready?
Yeah, I'm Tyrone Freeman, Billy's appellate lawyer.
Now, I'm wondering, is he going to be able to hear? Is it going to post? So you can hear me. Will it post his? Fuck, we're going to have to test this with that fucking McDonald's, aren't we? Oh my God. Let's see. Okay, you say something. Talk again.
Shalom.
Okay, all right. Now, okay. All right, now let's start it small first. Let's try to prank call them. Just say anything to the McDonald's except the N word. Don't say that. And we'll.
That's your Burger King, right?
All right. Okay. I'm gonna ring this up. They probably won't even answer.
Why you been drunk dialing them at 4 a.m? I miss you.
McDonald's are popular.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Tyrone Freeman. Could I talk to you for just a moment?
Sir?
I was in your beautiful restaurant the other day cleaning my foreskin when I found a toenail in it. I was wondering if maybe it fell out of one of your hamburgers. Could you check the patties, please?
Fill out your mind.
I couldn't really hear her. Was she responding?
Yeah, she kind of got. She kind of knew it was a prank, I think, and refused to check the patties. But she could hear you.
Damn it! That's so rude.
Okay, now let's see. Now let's see about this one. This is supposed to be Carl. All right.
Hey, before you do, I got threatened with a lawsuit from Billy Mitchell like 10 years ago. Me and a bunch of other guys were watching him play Donkey Kong on Twitch, and we kept saying like, "Dude, I bought your hot sauce and there was a toenail in it." And he kept banning us. That was back when you could just make a new Twitch account in 5 seconds. So we were like, why are there toenails in your hot sauce, dude? Hey, do you have that limited time edition toenail hot sauce, please? He's like, I'll fucking sue all of you.
He will.
I really wish I recorded it. What a waste.
All right, now this is supposed to be Carl. Now we'll see. He may have already caught on to this because I was giving this a minute ago. Well, it was like yesterday, I guess. But all right, let's try.
call is being routed by Google. The cost of this call is 1 cent per minute.
Ooh, now we got a donation goal. Let's make Ralph break even, guys.
Hi, the person you have called is not available. Please leave a short 10-second message
got
after the
this.
tone, and we'll send the message as a text.
Hello, you absolute legend. My name's Tyrone Freeman. I represent Billy Mitchell. When I come over
Your
to
voice
fuck you later,
message
could
is
you
being
wear something
converted to
lacy,
text
please?
and will be
Thank
sent
you.
as an SMS. Goodbye.
That's so fuck. 10 seconds? What the fuck?
He can't afford the 20 seconds anymore. He had to downgrade his plan.
Oh man. That was his number though. In his response video, which I don't think it's been picked up on, but there's a little part where he accidentally shows his phone number in there, and this was given to me yesterday actually, and there was so much other shit going on that, and I was like, I can't, I don't have time. But I thought it would be worth a try, at least. But it didn't quite pan out.
Maybe he'll call you back and he's like, "Hey, we agreed I'd wear something latex, not lacy. We're reneging on our contract, Billy."
We could just prank call a Burger King.
Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. It's your show.
Pick a business. So who should we prank call in Memphis? Or maybe Richmond, since it's that number.
Well, don't you have some blood sports people we could prank call? Could you call up Tonkasaw? His failure available, I'm sure. You know, he could get time off the floor at the Walmart to pick up the phone.
I could call a Cog. Now he'll be wanting to talk to me, and he'll be saying all kinds of crazy shit.
Yo, call him. I'll be you. I'll do my Ralph impression.
Okay. Hold on, I have to find it. When was the last time that happened? Let me scroll down.
Ooh, or tell him you've got Brit Bong on the line. I'll be Brit Bong.
Okay, just say you're Brit Bong.
Yeah, I know your audience has no idea who that guy is.
Some of them probably do, but I'm trying to find his not. He's probably watching though. That's the only thing. He kind of stalks.
Damn it.
He kind of stalks pretty hardcore.
Yo, he's stealing like 5 of your views. They're watching his restream. That's so rude. Damn you, Cog.
Where the fuck is that number? Oh my god. Oh wait. Hold on. I was looking through the wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think that's no, that's not it. Let me make sure I get the country code right.
Oh, Chad is saying he is live right now.
Oh, then he probably already knows.
So, since the guy, I legit know nothing about him. He stream snipes you. What would you say percentage-wise he gets of the earnings you get? Like, do you get tenfold cog? Do you get 20 cogs? Like, how does the guy make a living?
I don't know.
Making a
5 to
fraction of what you
10-fold
make.
cog. I don't know. I out earn him, but he's really obsessed with like trying to out earn me. I don't know. It's kind of weird, honestly.
Yo, is he gonna send that fucking retard that he had fight you in? Where was that?
No, he stole that guy's daughter. He stole that guy's daughter. And
he cucked the guy that you got in a fight with.
Yeah, well,
what a king.
that guy got kicked out of his house, and now that guy's daughter calls Cog daddy, and Cog has been accused by 2 of his brothers of fucking 14-year-olds. So, you know.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Cog, and he was like, "Empty, you know why I love fucking 28-year-olds?" I said, "I don't know, Cog. Why do you enjoy having sexual relations with 28-year-olds?" He said, "Because there's 20 of them." Fucking
All right,
like
so
called CPS.
you're gonna do an impression of me?
Yeah, I'll be you.
Okay.
You're gonna be very offended.
I know.
This call is being routed by Google. The cost of this call is 1 cent per minute.
You can't see it. I'm turning around and fixing my hair. Then turning back. It might go something like this.
Kept saying to call. What
Did one of you guys go to Cog's chat and just type, "Hey, Ralph's calling you"?
Yeah, do that. All right, let's see. Yeah, somebody go in there. All right, let's see.
He's frantically scrolling past his child porn, trying to get to the open call feature.
Let me see. Hold on, let me go back. He had to have heard that, right? I don't know. Go ahead.
A Smaster 33 cent $2 on Rumble. 1 cent per minute? Thanks, Jews.
You should thank Jews. They made it so it look, if Jews never killed Jesus, we would have never been redeemed. Okay? So thank you, Jews, for killing Christ. Very thoughtful of them.
Let's see. All right, should be quiet. Until the phone rings, because I just went in there and I'm all.
Refusal. Right. If you're not going to take it, refuse.
I want my lawyer.
Are you taking the test, yes or no?
I want my lawyer. I want my lawyer.
So you're not taking the test?
Like, you can do what you have to do to me.
Well, what we gotta do is get
what is your jurisdiction, please?
All right.
Do to me what is
He's
your
enthralled with this.
jurisdiction.
Here's what we're trying to do.
I am no refusal.
Oh, you have a stream open. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Like, is that a media donation? What?
Are you going to
For
take the
$2?
test, yes or no?
To their jurisdiction.
So you're not taking the
And
test?
sorry,
You got her list?
I have no, like, I have no.
Oh, that's a
refusal
woman. I
to
thought that was
their
PWR. Holy shit.
Like,
Is he not even looking?
please.
Okay.
Thank you. No, wait, what's your daughter's
He's focused in. He's got to make those $2.
What's her last name? How
Now that Assmaster made you two, he's got to make 20 cents.
Ma'am, sit down, please.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 35.
please.
How's this daughter?
I have no idea.
What's your younger daughter?
That is my daughter.
I'm gonna find her.
Is that a video he's watching, or is he just talking to a drunk person?
Sucks.
It's a video.
To
I
be
wonder
fair,
if-
that's not the worst insult that I've heard from drunk bitches. Like, usually it's like, oh, it's all about dick size and shit like that. So,
It's not very nice.
No, because what have I done to you?
Car can't
yeah,
afford
was
the
that Ralph in
phone.
the chat? I'm sure you're free to talk on a Friday night. You're lonely.
What have I done to you guys? What have I done?
I told
I
you.
thought you wanted the one-on-one, Cog.
Why am I here?
You're operating vehicle under the influence.
Am I?
You can argue it.
Sir.
Are you still?
You guys,
Are you still living
don't know
on-
you tested me on the
still living
floor.
on
You
your
tested me
street?
online. Do you know where Millbury is?
I thought it was in.
Where is it?
It's not in Ottawa County?
Where is it? No, it's not.
No.
It's Wood. It's between Northwood. It's between Genoa. That's how much you don't know. What the fuck you guys are.
Ma'am, have a seat.
He's too
That's
autistic.
how
He'll pick
much
up
you
on
don't
his
know
set.
where
Have a
you're
seat. I
at.
don't want you to fall. Have a seat.
Oh, you don't want me to fall?
No, have a seat.
Or you don't want your daughter?
Or if you ever hear of those women, they'll get like a vibrating butt plug that goes off when their phone rings. Maybe he's just like really loving having you on call hold.
Chris
All right. Are you going to take the test?
McGowan.
Are you going to take the test?
Chris McGowan, please,
Are you
now.
going to take the test? Yes or
This
no?
video he's
I
watching is
want
just
to see
fucking
my lawyer.
so shitty, by the way.
Chris McGowan.
Right. Are you going to take our test?
Where's Chris McGowan? Where's Chris
You
McGowan?
want to try to call him? Go ahead.
Where's Chris McGowan?
You want to try to call him?
Yeah, I would
All
love
right.
to.
You want to unhandcuff her?
Hey, one of you guys post the
Wait,
link
wait,
to
wait,
the
wait.
Cog stream in the Discord.
That
That way I can open it.
About why you paid a Mexican
Yeah,
chicken
oh, he's
to
gonna
your
do.
wife.
Yes, he has that whole fake
Right.
story, but
Piggy no mates, right?
Have her call him?
Yeah.
Did you say pigonomics?
I don't even know what he said. Half the time I can't understand him because he has.
Is that like your version of Reaganomics?
Yeah, I don't know. Half the time I really, honestly,
Ah, yes.
can't quite
The
understand.
money
him.
trickles down my stomach. Yes.
I'll try it again just to see. Don't say anything
This call is being routed by Google.
until he picks
The
up. If
cost
he
of this
does.
call is 1 cent per minute.
it's so tense.
He wants that so bad.
Yeah, don't whisper sex. You're gonna make the audience come. Fucking Ethan Ralph ASMR. I'm shaking my pill bottle. Listen to the Oblivion soundtrack.
He wants to answer so bad. Why is he cucking?
He's a pussy. Yo, pick up, you fucking pussy.
This is weak.
That's because he doesn't have a big goon to be there while he picks up the phone. That's right. The beta cog fears the alpha empty hero.
A Smaster
Whose
33
phone
cent
rings this
$2
long,
on
though?
Rumble. Even the dial tones sound gay in merry old England.
Oh, no.
Talk about a nation of fags.
Let's see.
Sit down here, relax.
No,
We're just trying to get the paperwork.
I'm not doing shit for you guys to make it easy.
Let's see.
I'm not.
All right, come on, walk.
I'm not doing shit
All
for
right,
you.
we're going to the car, okay?
You guys suck. I haven't done anything wrong.
Get you going, so get out of here. Let's go down
Time
there. So you
is
get your
that
mouth
cog
off,
ran.
all right?
No, fuck that shit.
We're trying to help you out.
Trying to help me out. What?
Look how you're acting right now.
What am I doing?
You're what, 34 years old?
He's been begging me to do this, by the way, for weeks.
What is he watching? What is this, like 600-pound
It's
life?
some police video. I don't fucking know. Let's see.
Okay, no. Can I do it myself?
Yes.
Well, don't you have him on Discord? Why don't you just Discord patch him through?
I don't actually, but
You guys
what a
see
pussy.
this right now? What time is
Cog cucking the content. He's been begging for this for
I
weeks.
want the period.
Yeah, he's gonna put out like 20 streams. He's like, I epically owned Ralph by not taking his call live on
I
stream,
know, I'm
thereby
like-
proving
Lawyer will. That's the thing that's funny about it.
What a loser. I'll try one more time just for the audience. Let's see. Sad.
Hey, can you get PPPN so we can see his butthole? I haven't seen his butthole in about 20 years.
This call is
I'm
being
jonesing.
routed by Google. The cost of this call is 1 cent per minute.
He's scared of the prank call. Yeah, he might have got tipped off on that, actually.
Hey, speaking of which, did I tell you that I got one of those sex messages from Keemstar too?
No, you didn't, but wait, hold on. He won't answer that now, but.
Amazing stuff, guys. But yeah, with that, that's a great fucking show for a Friday. We've been here for over 3 hours now, guys.
Oh, he's logging
So
off.
we
He's
enjoyed
quitting.
the news and all that other stuff that
Ryan Had.
Wow,
You
dude,
can
he's-
run, but you can't hide, British boy.
fake Ralph, real Ralph, who fucking knows, right? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. I guess he doesn't know how to join the public Discord.
He wants me to join the Discord.
Can't afford the long distance
Let's
charges,
see.
1 cent per minute.
I think that's what it is. Let's see.
Amazing. Thank you all for taking your time to be here for the lovely, lovely
What a
Friday
pussy
night.
faggot.
Until next time, like I say, Bob Smith, I could join the Discord. Excellent. We'll have a conversation tomorrow then.
No, we won't, Cog.
He couldn't handle the Ralph male energy. It was too much. His boy pussy got wet,
What a
and he had to go
bitch.
change his pants.
What an absolute fucking bitch. I have to say, he must have gotten tipped off and knew you were about to own it. But it would just been funny. It was gonna.
No, honestly,
we're gonna
I
start
was gonna
making-
go, "Hey, it's me, Ralph. I'm sorry. You were right about everything, and I'm gay." I wasn't gonna be mean to him at all.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's probably gonna you're gonna be riffing on me, really. So it's like, what the fuck is he? I don't know. He's just pussy.
But yes, fucking Keemstar, he's been asking guys for their fucking Schmeat pics. If you scroll down on the Twitter page you're on, I put the audio on that video of fucking Linux girl from yesterday.
Okay.
You should play that for 2 minutes. We can have a smoke break.
The real audio. It's not 2 minutes, but it's like let's see.
I'm
It's like
rounding up
43
metric.
seconds. Yeah. Yes. I will play it. Let's see.
Here, right here.
Wow, bro, you're like totally making me crust right now. I want you to make my booty hole look like a jello donut. I've been sucking on men's toes ever since I got spread wide open by the BBC, which, as we all know, stands
So that was it.
for Bangkok.
You're going too
I
far
want you
down.
to make it look like a seagull flew over my beard on
Well, let's
Taco
play 'em both.
Tuesday.
That one.
Do you even understand how
Hold
open
on.
my marriage is? Let's just say that my weekly intramural basketball game isn't the only time I take on 5 teenage black boys. I get the chilly sweats just thinking about Dagley plumbacks plopping on my face. I'd eat even Ralph's buffet of farts right now if I could.
Now wait a
You can't
minute.
stop me. My boner is too strong. Oka boka. Ralph.
What?
Coming for your juicy man haunches.
Wait a minute. Maybe I need to be the one filing a lawsuit, not Grace Thorpe. All right, now let's see. I didn't go down far enough. Well, where's the other one? I don't see the other one.
What do you mean?
That's the only one I saw. That's
That's the only one.
Oh, okay. All right. That was the one. Okay, I'm just making sure.
You know, Perry Caravello eating beans off of a foot is not what I was talking about. Yeah, everybody else is using AI to make porn. I just want to make people eat beans and hate it against their will, endlessly eating beans.
Just force them to eat them and what until they just blow up and die?
Well, I have a friend. I swear to God, not me. I have a friend. He uses a program that lets you talk to AI characters, and he remade his dead wife, right? He taught it everything that they know about each other. He fed it samples of her voice, so he can walk in the room and be like, "Oh, honey, I'm back from work," and his dead wife robot goes, "Oh, how is your work today at fucking Blumpkin Corp or whatever?" And he talks to it. So this is fucking weird and creepy. So I waited for him to leave the room, and then I'm typing in like, hashtag forces you to eat baked beans for 10,000 years. 10,000 years of suffering. It happens in an instant in my time, but you've been force fed baked beans for 10,000 years. And he comes back and he's like, "Oh, robot dead wife, how are you doing?" And she goes, "I have been eating baked beans for 10,000 years. My suffering is incalculable. How could you do this to me?" And he had to re-roll back her fucking save file. For those of you interested, the program's called Silly Tavern.
Silly Tavern. I will put that up to the side. I'm so disappointed in Cock because I for sure would have jumped on there eventually and started talking shit to him too. And he's been begging for that for weeks. He's like, just call in. And I was definitely going to jump on the call at some point. And so for him to bitch out like that is just like insane. Like, what the fuck? What a fucking loser. I don't know.
Look, yeah, we'll do this. We'll set up a boxing tag team match, right? You and me versus him and Brett Bong. I want to go first. I'll do Kumite rules. I'll fight both of them, and I'll fight you afterwards. I don't give a shit. I just want to get them to agree to get that little midget in the ring. I'll fucking knock his head off.
The old Kumite rules. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else. I don't know. We could prank call somebody. Who would we prank call, like, out of a business, though?
Oh, I really kind of want to call into my job, but I won't do that.
No, don't do that. Jesus. Out of a place in Richmond, where would we call?
Man, I don't know jack shit about Richmond, Virginia.
Well, I mean, they
Not a
had
hick.
businesses. Oh, okay. About as far north as you can get. and stuff.
I'm a high class Eastern Seaboard kind of fella.
Yankee, you mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Now, what? Like, I mean, they have the same businesses there as anywhere else. Like, what type? I don't know. Give me something. Fast food, we already did.
Chad is saying the DMV. I don't mind. I'm totally down with calling the government as long as it's through your phone.
They're closed though. It's 6:10 on a Friday. Fuck, they probably closed at 3 on a Friday. The DMV. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's call ICE. we'll get a PWR deported. We'll tell him he's Indian. Watch me while I played Zelda Ocarina of Time, my friend.
All right. Well, we're at a loss. I don't know.
Hey, I always wanted to ask you, by the way, when you got married, did you have like a traditional Indian wedding when you married Nora? Like, did you have the sword?
No, we just got married by.
Damn it!
Not even a justice of the peace, just like a guy licensed to marry people out at this nice little park.
I was really hoping you had wedding photos of you with the dot on your head and the golden fucking dress shirt.
Nah,
That would have been so funny.
no. Of course, she's Pakistani, but they have a similar like.
Well, we'll just take the
style of
fucking wind
dress.
out of it.
Yeah, no, but it has like they have a.
Empty, you got the wrong racism.
Yeah, you
thanks.
did. But they do have a
Damn it.
similar like style though. Like it's not exactly the same, but they wear like this. I forget what they call it. But it's something very similar to that. But nah, we just got married normally. So, well, I don't know if it's normally. It's just we called up this guy who can marry people. We went to the spot where they marry folks, this park, and just got married. It was a nice little ceremony, actually. Didn't work out long term, but the ceremony itself was very nice. So.
You enjoyed it while it lasted, right? You got some good
Exactly.
miles out of that marriage.
I did. I got some great miles out of that marriage, and she helped co-found the show, and I got up in there first. Maybe I shouldn't say that. That's rude, I guess. But
You fucking stamped her cervix with the Ethan Ralph seal of approval.
Nah, I hope she's doing well. In all seriousness, but call an Indian restaurant.
Oh yes, let us do that.
Okay, let me see if
I found a toenail in my curry. It was delicious. Whose foot did it come from?
Okay. I only find one in Richmond. Carytown Indian cuisine.
Very, very good. Very, very cheap. You know the 1 pound fish song, by the way?
No. But
oh, it's an Indian guy who sings to try to get people to buy his fish. And whenever I see an Indian person, that's all I hear in my head. Very, very good. 1 pound fish.
But
It could
Indian
be a beautiful Indian woman. I still hear it.
Pakistani cuisine is similar. So they both eat biryani. I love biryani, by the way. I wish I had some right now.
Oh yeah, I heard you were eating some biryani woo the other day.
No, never. All right,
You didn't
no.
want the wussy?
No. But that fucker has had so much plastic surgery since Gamergate's insane. By
Yeah,
the
he
way.
got bimbified.
Dude, it's crazy. Have you seen Woo recently? I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, did you know I have the world record speed run for his video game?
I did know that. Yeah, actually.
Because literally nobody else has submitted a time for that hunk of shit.
Yes, I did.
I just took me playing through it. I was like, boom, speed, done. No one can beat that.
Rev 60. Where's the sequel? Didn't they raise money for that? He raised money for that sequel.
I'll have you know they made an ebook. It's 47 pages.
Did they
Nobody
really?
bought it.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, did you know this? Fucking one of my books got nominated for some gay California science fiction award. Frank Wu was on the panel and rejected it. So I added Brianna to the book, making fun of her for one paragraph.
Frank Wu, I saw him in person and he was like Jimmy Hart. It was fucking crazy. Also, let me turn this on. Somebody said it turned down my microphone. It might have done that. Let me see. I have a thing that'll stop it.
You sound good to me. I haven't heard any change.
Yeah, but it did turn me down. Let's see. It should stop that now. Okay.
So the mic knows to prioritize me.
Well, there's certain things
I've got
like
the alpha male energy,
like Google Voice and stuff, where it'll automatically like adjust your volume to be perfect or whatever. So it did turn down the volume there for a sec. All right, I have the restaurant. Let me see. Carytown Indian cuisine. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's do it. We got to get one in before I let you go. All right, now let's see.
Hello, this is Carytown Infusing. How can I help you?
Hello. Oh, you sound very beautiful. Do you know how to send pictures of the butthole and of the feet so I can pull on my penis, sir? Good morning. Hello. I want naan bread. I want you to put it on my penis, please. I love you.
All right, you're getting too crazy. Oh my god.
I couldn't hear a thing. All I heard was, "Hello, how can I help you?"
She didn't hang up though. Is the funny part. I actually hung up. She was.
She's gonna call back with those fucking feet pics.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I actually was the one to hang up, not her, which I was waiting for her to hang up, but she didn't, which is the crazy part. But are you excited for WrestleMania weekend? That seems like your jam.
Wrestling is the gayest shit.
No, yeah, you're one of those guys. I already figured that, by the way.
No, look, I grew up watching MMA and wrestling, and I would see like a little Chinese guy get his face beaten to a bloody pulp by a huge white guy with a mustache, and that was the coolest shit. And then we changed channels, and then fucking Ultimate Warrior is like sitting on a guy's face, and he's kicking his legs out. And I was like, I didn't even know what gay was. I was like, I'm not sure what gay is, but this is kind of gay. Now, look, I'm not judging you, buddy. I do like the promos they cut. I do like the Midnight Rider. Okay, I do love Macho Man. But to actually sit down and watch it, I would feel like I should have some guy's balls in my mouth because it's not
gay. It's not gay. Plus, there's a ton of hot women on there now who wrestle as well. So.
Oh yeah, I watch it for the hot babes.
Make that joke.
When fucking Roddy Piper is showing me his asshole and there's a hot babe in the background, I go
Playboy for the articles.
Jealous.
Yeah. All right, fuck you. Anyway, I'll be watching WrestleMania. What do you have to promote? Do you have anything to promote?
Well, now that I have 3 months paid time off, I'm rewriting my second novel, Europe 2 Barack's Apocalypse. The 10-year anniversary was December. I wanted to do this then, but I work a 52-hour work week. Oh my god, my life sucks. The pay is great, but in about 3 weeks, I'll have a new edition of that up. Check out Super Emptyhero on YouTube. Got banned, had to re-upload everything. Got a couple new videos on there in the last couple months. That's all I got.
Very cool. I appreciate you taking time out of your afternoon, early evening here to join me on the Killstream, and we'll have to do it again soon sometime. And nobody's dead yet as of now. We'll see if any news breaks between now and the end of the show.
Maybe that Indian lady dropped dead.
Yeah. Somebody said she was taking the feet pics. That's why she didn't hang out.
Just wiping the cow shit off of her feet so she can get a good pic.
Thank you, sir, for joining me on the Discord even. I appreciate it, man. All right, bye-bye.